Okay, so today I want to talk a little bit about everyday magic. Now, I want to preface this by saying that I am a spell person. Obviously I'm a witch, spellcasting is part of my practice. That kind of goes without saying, I think, when you take on the title witch. But what I mean is I'm really into, although I don't do like high ceremonial magic as such, I am really into spell design. So I really love to sit down and spend a very long time planning a spell and thinking about the elements that are going to be involved, the actual elements as in earth, air, fire, water, and also the elements like what candles I want to use, what smells I want to use, what crystals I might want to use, whether I want to burn something or do sigils or both, or what I want to say, what time of day, where I want the moon to be, magical hours, magical timing. I'm kind of like really into sitting down and designing spells, and those spells are never very complicated and they never take very long to actually cast. A good spell probably takes me days and days to plan and only about 15-20 minutes at this point, half an hour maximum to actually cast and work the spell, unless I'm doing something much bigger. But I really enjoy that. That's a part of my practice that I really love. But I'm also really keen, especially as I go along and I change and my practice changes, I'm really keen on the idea of bringing magic into the kind of like the more everyday type stuff. And so what I want to do is share with you like 25 ways that you can introduce magic into your day-to-day life in a way that's really simple and really unobtrusive and that doesn't really take an awful lot of time. I'm not claiming that anything on this list is going to be particularly groundbreaking or it's going to be something that you haven't heard before, but these are just the ways that I'm trying to bring magic more into my day-to-day life. And maybe you'll have some other ideas and suggestions that you can share with me in the comments below. So the first one is a pretty standard one. It's pretty standard advice anyway, but that is to use your shower as a time to not only physically cleanse yourself, but also to energetically and psychically cleanse yourself as well. So this is all about imagining those, that mixed in with your water is that healing light, that healing energy that will wash all of the psychic grime and all of that energetic grime from your aura, from your body, from your mind. It's all about using the shower to do all of your cleansing, your physical, your emotional, your mental, your spiritual cleansing, all in one go. That is something I do and have found very, very helpful, and it saves an awful lot of time, especially first thing in the morning when you're trying to get ready for work. Keeping with that theme of first thing in the morning, infuse your first cup of coffee of the day with positive energy. And for a lot of these I say positive energy. There's quite a few where I use the term positive energy, but because it's like a catch-all term. What I really mean is infuse it with any kind of energy that you want to take through the day with you. So maybe you want powerful energy that's all about confidence, or maybe you want to, for the day, you want to be left alone so you can get on with some stuff, so you want your energy to be more contained and more introverted. Whatever it might be, spend the time in the morning when you're making your first cup of coffee infusing your cup of coffee with that energy. And then tip number 3 again builds on that. When you're sitting down to drink that first cup of coffee or tea, I'm not like saying anybody has to have coffee first thing in the morning. That's a me thing. I have to have coffee first thing in the morning, but I know some people drink tea. But whatever drink you have, when you sit down to drink it, allow that to be a moment where you focus mindfully on the coffee and also on your intention for the day. I've talked about this in a previous video in my 31 Days of Witchcraft series that I did. I can't remember which video it is. I'm really sorry, otherwise I would link it. But one of the things that I had a conversation about this with a friend in a local moot group, and she very rightly brought up the fact that if she tries to set intentions for the day and then she doesn't complete those intentions, she feels like a failure. And that's a real problem. I think that's a real genuine issue that many of us have to contend with. So how I've got around that is when I set myself intentions for the day while I'm drinking my first cup of coffee for the day, is that I don't think about what I want to achieve by the end of the day. I think about how I want to feel by the end of the day. Do I want to feel productive? Do I want to feel relaxed? Do I want to feel assertive? Do I want to feel confident? Whatever, again, it might be, I set my intention for how I want to feel by the end of the day rather than what I want to have done by the end of the day. And then it isn't really a like a pass or fail thing. You feel that way at the end of the day or you don't. And if you don't, it's a great opportunity to reflect on what happened in the day that knocked you off course. This is going to be a really long video if I talk this much about each one. But anyway. So number 4 is, there's a lot of things to do with sigils on here as well because that's my new thing. But number 4 is to create a sigil for yourself that is a grounding sigil, so that is designed to ground you, and then draw it onto the soles of your shoes so that it's constantly there when you're wearing your shoes. And then number 5 is very similar, but it's create a sigil that it has more of a calming, cleansing feel to it that kind of washes off and pulls out the stress and the negativity and the grime that's built up over the day, and draw that onto the soles of your slippers. I don't know about you, some people don't wear slippers, I get that. I wear slippers in my house. If I'm in my house, I have slippers on. So I like to use that as an opportunity for that kind of cleansed, calm, homely type feel. And you can create sigils for that. That's really, really easy to do. Number 6 is choose clothes, jewelry or makeup, but however you want to do that, that corresponds to a particular energy that you want to encompass that day, or even a specific magical intention that you're currently focusing on. I don't do this, I don't wear jewelry. This is the only jewelry I wear. I do have a lot of jewelry, but I just haven't worn it for a very long time. And I don't wear makeup. I haven't worn makeup now for 18 months, 19 months is the last time I put makeup on. Again, I have a lot of makeup. I'm just going through the stage where I'm not really wearing it. But I too do try and be a bit more intentional about the clothing that I choose to wear. And how I want to feel, again, what my intention is for that day and how I want to feel by the end of the day. Number 7, add affirmations to the lock screen of your phone. This is a really good one if, like me, you are kind of addicted to your phone. I pick up my phone a lot. I don't wear a watch, so my phone is how I check my time a lot. And also I just check it to see if there's any notifications on there because I don't have sound when I have notifications. I don't have a lot of notifications, but the notifications I do, I don't have sound. So I'm often just checking the lock screen. And so every time I do that, that affirmation is right there for me to see, and it reminds me of it, and it means that it's constantly in some way or another in my head. Number 8, take a coin. Now, if you're in the US, you might want to do this with $1 because they're obviously notes, but we don't have, the smallest note that we have is £5. So depending on how you want to do this, depends on whether you use a coin or a note. But charge it with either as a talisman that you keep in your wallet so that it continues to attract more money into your wallet, or you can charge it so that when you spend it, by giving it out, you are encouraging it to come back to you. So you're basically, every time you this is something that you would have to do obviously regularly, but you charge your money so that as you give it away, it's encouraging more money to come back into your life. Number 9 is one I think a lot of people do, especially the people who are watching this video, probably do anyway, knowing my audience the way that I do, is do a daily tarot draw to see what kind of energy you're going to be facing during your day. and you can do that in like I draw one card and then an oracle card for like clarification of the specific message. Some people do 3 card spreads in the morning, some people don't draw in the morning, some people draw at night to clarify the type of day that they've had. There's, you know, you can make that work however you want to make it work, but I would consider that magical. You can consider that magical. Number 10, light a candle and do a 5-minute meditation as soon as you wake up, and then again when you go to bed. That's all you need to do. Like I go through stages of meditation, so I'm not as well disciplined about meditation as I am about other things. So actually sitting down and having like a 20-30 minute meditation session on a regular basis is something that I've just never mastered. But I can do 5 minutes in the morning and I can do 5 minutes at night. And you can even combine it with your, like in the morning you can combine it with your first drink of the day, and you're setting your intention if you want to. I would do them as separate things. So I would do your first drink of the day and setting an intention followed by a 5-minute meditation, or whichever way around you want to do that. But you could combine them together. 11. Paint your nails a colour that corresponds to a magical intention. Now again, I used to have lots of nail varnishes. I used to paint my nails regularly. At one stage I actually went and had my nails done every 2 weeks, but that's something I haven't really done for a long time, and I don't own any nail varnish at the moment because it's one of the first things I decluttered. But it is something that I've been known to do in the past, and it's also, you can charge the nail varnish with a specific intent if that's something that you would like to do. The sun's in a really odd place. I'm really sorry about the lighting that's going on here. Number 12, design a sigil for pet protection or pet health, and then draw it onto the inside of your animal's collars. Very, very good one. 13, when you're changing light bulbs, charge the new ones with the ability to always be able to see clearly. And you can also do this with sunglasses or normal glasses as well. Number 14 is make your own tea blends and infuse them with specific intentions, so that when you're drinking the tea, it makes you focus on that intention. 15, write protection spells or draw protection sigils onto the backs of photos of loved ones and send your intentions to those individuals. 16, practice knot magic when you crochet or when you knit. Crochet is the obvious answer for me because that's what I do. So you basically bind your intention into every stitch. And you could do that, I suppose, with sewing as well, but maybe not. It's not so intentional, I don't think, when you sew, because the machine is making the stitch, not you. But you could, if that works for you and you're a sewer, you could make that work. Number 17, while cleaning the dishes, imagine all of the stress and the negativity and the worry and the, you know, all of that kind of stuff washing away with the dirt from your dishes. You can also do that when cleaning your clothes. When you put your clothes into the laundry, you can also imagine and visualize all of the energetic gunk that gets caught up in your clothes as you're wearing them being washed away as well. 18, psychically clean your house whilst you physically clean it. One of the ways that I do this is something that I learned to do when I became attuned to Reiki. Now, I am going to preface this very quickly by saying that at the moment I am rephrasing and redoing is not the right word, but I can't think of the right word. I'm re-looking at my relationship with Reiki and the idea of Reiki. So I'm kind of in a place now where I'm less about Reiki and more about that kind of energy sending, energy healing kind of thing. But it was being attuned to Reiki and having those Reiki workshops and things that I really learned how to send energy and how to process energy. So it's something that I learned from that I continue to do as part of my practice, is to send that energy to a room. So I cleanse the room physically, I clean the room physically, and then I might walk around it with some incense, and then I send healing energy or specific energy out with specific intention to fill the room with. And that's one of the things that I do when I clean my home. Oh, so I've tried to fix the lighting a bit, and I don't think I've done a hugely great job of that, but I think this is better than having the sun right in my face where all you can see is the sun, right? So we'll see how this looks, and if it's really terrible, I'll just have to refilm it. So number 19, as you unlock any doors throughout your day, visualize yourself unlocking any opportunities and bringing those things into your life. Number 20, bless your food with positive energy throughout the day. So as you sit down to eat, I mean, you can do this also while you prepare the food, but as you sit down to eat, actually bless your food with positive intentions. Or again, I'm using the word positive intentions as a catch-all, but you can bless your food with other intentions if you have specific intentions, particularly magical intentions in mind. Number 21, visualize your journey to work and then your journey home again as being clear and easy. Number 22, cleanse your bed in the morning while you make it. This will help you cleanse out any kind of residual negativity or energetic gunk that might be left over from the night, but it'll also help you set it up for a good, energetically healthy space for when you go back to bed at night. 23, add sigils to your workplace to encourage the kind of energy that you want. So this could be productivity, it could also be like anti-stress, it could be good communication, any kind of thing, any energy that you think would be useful in your place of work. And you can combine this beautifully with cleansing your office space or your workspace. And you can use oils or cleaners or even just blessed salt water to cleanse your space and to draw the sigils if it isn't something that you can openly have out in your space. Number 24, create a playlist for a specific magical intention and then play it throughout the day. Play it on your way to work, play it at work if that's possible, play it on your way home, play it as you're going about your evening routine, play it as you're getting ready for bed, play it when you first get up in the morning, play it, just make sure that you pick songs that you like if you're going to play it routinely, obviously, but it will help you again get into that right mindset and that right feel for that specific intention that it's been created for, and will help add energy to that. And then 25 is more of a catch-all tip, and that is to sit down, make a list of your day-to-day routine, including everything that you do, like getting dressed, brushing your teeth, your shower, styling your hair, all those things that you do, making your lunch, whatever it might be. Make a list of everything, every single task, every single thing that is included in your day-to-day routine. And maybe you have one for work day, one for non-work day. And then think about how you can turn each of those mundane acts into a magical one in order to bring a little bit more magic into your day-to-day life. Those are my 25 tips. As I say, I would love to hear in the comments below of anything that you do to bring magic into your day-to-day life. I hope you found this useful and enjoyable, and I will see you all soon for another one. Take care everyone, and lots of love. Bye bye.